before the notifications start buzzing, before the demands begin pulling at your attention, before your mind starts rehearsing problems you haven't even faced yet, there is a better place to start. Prayer. The most powerful way to start your morning is by surrendering your day to God. Before you check your phone, review your schedule, or think about your challenges, take a moment to acknowledge that God is greater than anything you will face today. Surrender is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of trust. It is choosing to place your plans, decisions, concerns, and expectations into God's hands. Many people begin their day carrying the weight of responsibilities, trying to figure everything out on their own. But God never intended for you to live burdened by worry or driven by fear. When you surrender your day to Him, you are declaring that His wisdom is greater than your understanding and His direction is better than your own plans. A surrendered heart says, Lord, lead me today. Guide my words, my actions, and my decisions. Help me follow your will above my own desires. This attitude creates room for God's peace to fill your heart and His wisdom to guide your steps. When God is given first place in the morning, you position yourself to walk through the day with confidence, knowing that you are not facing life's challenges alone. You are walking under His guidance, protection, and care. One of the most effective ways to begin your day is by praying God's Word rather than allowing your emotions to lead your prayer life. Feelings can change from one moment to the next. Some mornings you may feel strong and hopeful, while other mornings you may wake up discouraged, anxious, or overwhelmed. If your prayers are based only on your emotions, your faith can rise and fall with your circumstances. God's Word, however, remains constant. His promises do not change because of how you feel or what challenges you face. When you pray according to His Word, you are building your confidence on an unshakable foundation. Instead of saying, Lord, I don't know if I can make it through today, pray, Lord, thank you for being my strength and my help. Instead of focusing on fear, declare God's peace. Instead of dwelling on lack, thank Him for His provision. Praying the Word fills your heart with faith, because faith grows when you focus on what God has said. It shifts your attention away from problems and toward God's ability to work in your life. As you begin each morning with His promises on your lips, you position yourself to walk through the day with confidence, courage, and unwavering trust in His faithfulness. A powerful morning prayer is not complete without expecting God to guide your steps throughout the day. Many people pray, but they do not truly expect direction. They ask for wisdom, yet continue to rely solely on their own understanding. Faith, however, believes that God is actively involved in the lives of those who seek Him and that He is willing to lead them in the right path. When you begin your day, make it your expectation that God will provide wisdom for every decision, whether it concerns your family, work, finances, relationships, or future plans. Trust that He sees what you cannot see and knows what you do not know. His perspective is greater than your own, and His guidance can help you avoid unnecessary mistakes and distractions. Divine guidance often comes in simple ways: a sense of peace about a decision, a timely opportunity, a wise thought, or the right words at the right moment. That is why it is important to stay attentive throughout the day. Do not rush ahead of God's direction, and do not allow fear to make your choices. When you expect guidance, you begin to walk with confidence instead of confusion. You can face each challenge knowing that you are not navigating life alone. The God who knows the end from the beginning is faithfully directing your steps, opening the right doors, and leading you toward His purpose for your life. One of the most important decisions you can make each morning is to refuse fear and reject confusion before they have an opportunity to influence your day. Fear has a way of magnifying problems, creating doubt, and stealing the peace that God desires for you to walk in. It causes people to focus on what might go wrong, rather than trusting in God's ability to guide and sustain them through every situation. Many individuals begin their day already burdened by worries about finances, family issues, health concerns, or future uncertainties. As a result, they carry anxiety into every conversation and decision. However, a prayer-filled morning allows you to confront those fears before they take root in your mind. Instead of allowing anxious thoughts to control your outlook, choose to fill your heart with confidence in God's faithfulness and care. Confusion often follows fear. When fear dominates the mind, clear thinking becomes difficult and decisions become clouded. But when you place your trust in God, His peace brings clarity and direction. You can move forward with confidence, knowing that He is leading your steps. Every morning, make a conscious choice to reject worry, doubt, and uncertainty. Declare that fear will not rule your thoughts, and confusion will not direct your decisions. As you trust God, you can face the day with peace, courage, and unwavering confidence. A morning prayer that places God in control of your day should also include a commitment to walk in love and peace. Before the pressures of the day begin, make a decision in your heart that you will respond to people with patience, kindness, and grace. Many of life's greatest challenges do not come from circumstances, but from strained relationships, misunderstandings, and offenses. That is why choosing love at the beginning of the day is so important. Love is more than a feeling. It is a daily choice. It means forgiving those who have hurt you, showing compassion when it would be easier to criticize, and treating others with respect even when they do not do the same for you. When you carry bitterness, resentment, or anger into a new day, those emotions can cloud your judgment and steal your peace. Peace is one of the greatest blessings of a life surrendered to God. It enables you to remain calm when circumstances become difficult and steady when challenges arise. A peaceful heart is not controlled by chaos, pressure, or negativity. Instead, it remains anchored in trust. As you begin each morning, ask God to help you walk in love toward others and maintain His peace within your heart. When love guides your actions and peace guards your mind, you will be better prepared to face whatever the day may bring. The words you speak at the beginning of your day have a powerful influence on your attitude, expectations, and actions. Many people unknowingly start their mornings by speaking negativity over their lives. They talk about how tired they are, how difficult the day will be, or how impossible their challenges seem. Over time, these words can shape their outlook and reinforce fear, doubt, and discouragement. A better approach is to intentionally speak words of faith. Faith-filled words are not about denying reality. They are about choosing to focus on God's promises rather than being controlled by unfavorable circumstances. Even when challenges exist, you can declare that God will give you the wisdom, strength, and grace needed to overcome them. When you speak faith over your day, you are setting your heart and mind in the right direction. Instead of expecting failure, expect God's help. Instead of focusing on obstacles, focus on opportunities. Instead of speaking defeat, declare confidence, favor, peace, and purpose. Make it a habit each morning to speak positive, faith-filled declarations. Say, today I will walk in wisdom. Today I will have strength for every task. Today I will experience God's peace and guidance. These declarations help build confidence and remind you that your day is not governed by fear or circumstances, but by faith and trust in God's faithfulness. As you consistently speak words of faith, you will begin to approach each day with greater confidence, hope, and expectation, knowing that God is working in your life and directing your steps.